Hey everybody, I just wanted to check in with you guys real quick on an EDC update. Kind of fill you in on this pattern here is a Case X. Alright, let's large Stockman pattern. Like I said before, this is a Case X Large Stockman 3-blade pattern. This one is 4 1/4 closed. It is a slip joint knife, and that means it has these springs on the back that slip against the shoulders of the blade tang and hold it open through spring tension. There is no lock on this knife. This main blade here, cutting edge is 2 3/4. The blade itself is 3 1/4 is what's exposed there. Pretty typical everyday type knife, pretty much legal in every state. Here the workhorse knife, the sheep's foot blade. Looks like we've got about 1 3/4 cutting edge on there, and overall that's about 2 1/4 inch blade. This is my favorite blade for the tougher stuff. And here we have one that I don't really pay much attention to, although I'm sure it has its benefits as well, is the small spay blade, but I just haven't got to sharpening it yet, and it just still has this wire edge on it. Well, let's focus right now on these two main blades. Wow, super shiny, and that's a high carbon steel. That's not a stainless steel even, and it will get stained and stuff through use. Let's put it through some use. Okay, this blade here is for slicing stuff. I pretty much reserve this blade for slicing things, and it's got a thinner edge. Here's my work knife. My hard use portion of this knife is this right here. Okay, let's get into showing a little demonstration of some of the benefits of this blade. Now, here I've got a piece of cotton. It's actually a piece of sock, but maybe I need to cut it up into smaller patches for whatever reason, gun cleaning, fire starting, all kinds of things that you might need a little cotton patch for, polishing your knife even maybe. And you're going to want to make it straight clean cuts. You don't want it all ragged and crap like that, because it gets on your nerves and it gets lint and it gets threads and everything. You don't like that. And with this blade, now I can use the tip, and I don't have to be worried about dulling the tip of my main and primary blade here. And what we do is we just use this here to make a cut, and it actually does it pretty clean. And we can cut these even smaller should we choose. Now, don't do this on your mom's table. I'm not saying that. This is this is a cutting board that I got, but here you can see how that works very nicely. And the blade itself is quite sharp. I mean, see the straw, and it just snaps it right off. And this test here that I'm doing with the straw is similar to what you might do in your fingernail. See if you can skin a little bit of your fingernail. You know you got a good sharp edge on that knife. You know it's going to be good for slicing things, especially lightweight, lighter cutting tasks like this and the cotton, things like that. This guy is sharp. Next up, let's get some zip ties going. Let's see this guy in action. Here we go, zip tie. You know what, let's put it around something so it even makes it better. Double zip tie on a Gatorade bottle. Come on, baby. There it goes like that. There it goes. And this plastic. Oh man, I can't think of anything nastier for an edge than this type of hard plastic. And some of these have wires in them, so definitely watch out for that. Oops, pulled it right through. Doink. That's a pretty tough blade there. Let's see if it's still doing anything. Of course, still quite sharp. Let's get something nastier. Oh boy, the dreaded plastic packaging. This stuff tears up many a blade, and would definitely can break your razor utility knives. We'll see how the XX utility knife handles it. I have a feeling, as you can already see, it is no issue. This stuff is gnarly, buddy. This will tear up that VG10 on your Spyderco. You might not want to admit it, but it'll do it. See that there? And let's see how sharp she still is. Alright, let's do some more. Shoot. Here I got some commercial grade plastic wrap. I got it doubled over about 15 times. And this stuff causes some serious traction on the blade. And I'm going to see if it does any serious dulling to this high carbon steel from Case here. And one thing you're going to be able to tell for sure is that, oh, this is high drag, is that if you don't have a sharp knife, it's not going to be able to cut this stuff. I'm telling you that. And if I had a dull one nearby, I'd be more than willing to prove that. So you don't want to do this. It's causing so much friction on the blade. But because it's so thin, look at that. Pops right through. That's pretty fantastic, if you ask me. Look at that. You know what a pain in the ass that would be to cut with a box cutter? It's unbelievable, guys. And I'm doing pull cuts on this. You know, and with this long clip and point blade here, I got good control. You know, I'm not going to over pull that. I can control this cut very well. Yeah, hey, let's do this Gatorade bottle. Let's forget about this blade for a minute. Check out the merits of this long reaching blade. See? Poke through the neck here, and it can lever on the other side. They got extra blade length, extra blade reach. It's not all just about self-defense situations, you know. Look at that. Here we got a vessel. I could eat my hobo stew out of one of these. I'm sure that's the order of the day now. Using old plastic bottles for hobo stew. And like I said, plastic is tough on the edge. Let's see how it holds up. Really is hard to cut with this camera in a way. Wunderbar. Schwank.